the arid deserts of Arabia, in the 7th century, a pivotal event was brewing. Amidst the shifting sands and relentless sun, a new faith was taking root. The Prophet Muhammad had migrated to the city of Medina, establishing a fledgling Islamic state. Yet, this new religious movement was not welcomed by all. In the bustling city of Mecca, the Quraysh, a powerful tribe, viewed this emerging faith with deep suspicion and hostility. The Muslims of Mecca were subjected to relentless persecution and boycott, a punitive response to their newfound belief system. The Quraysh's economic strength was deeply intertwined with the trade routes that passed through Medina, and the growing Islamic influence posed a threat to their established power. Political tensions soared as the Quraysh sought to safeguard their status and the Muslims endeavored to protect their faith and community. This tension set the stage for the first significant military encounter in Islamic history, the Battle of Badr. In March 624 AD, a conflict that would leave an indelible mark on history began. This was no ordinary battle. It was a fight for survival, a struggle to protect faith, and a journey towards economic stability. The Battle of Badr, as it came to be known, was a pivotal moment in Islamic history. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his followers had migrated to Medina to escape persecution. But life in Medina was tough. They were struggling economically and needed to find a way to alleviate their hardships. A golden opportunity presented itself in the form of a rich Meccan caravan returning from Syria. The Muslims decided to intercept this caravan, not out of greed, but out of necessity. But the Meccans were not oblivious to this plan. News of the proposed interception reached them, and they were quick to react. They assembled an army, a force so large it could easily overpower the small band of Muslims. The Muslims were vastly outnumbered. The Meccans had 1,000 warriors, while the Muslims had a mere 313. Yet this disparity in numbers did not dampen the spirit of the Muslims. They were driven by their faith and a firm belief in the justice of their cause. They knew the odds were against them, but they were ready to face the challenge. They were ready to defend their faith, their freedom, and their right to live in peace. The stage was set. The Meccan army advanced towards Badr, ready to crush the Muslims. The Muslims, on the other hand, prepared for a battle they knew would be arduous. They were not professional soldiers. They were ordinary men and women driven by an extraordinary faith. As the sun rose on that fateful day, the two sides faced each other. The air was thick with tension, and the earth trembled under the weight of the impending battle. The Battle of Badr was about to begin. Despite being outnumbered, the Muslims were determined and ready to defend their faith. When the dust settled on the desert sands, the Battle of Badr had indeed made its mark. As the echoes of war cries faded and silence fell upon the battlefield, the outcome of the Battle of Badr became clear. The Muslims, significantly outnumbered, had emerged victorious. This victory was more than just a military success. It was a beacon of hope for the young Muslim community, a sign that their faith was strong and their cause was just. The Battle of Badr was a David versus Goliath story, where a small band of believers triumphed over a larger, well-equipped army. The victory gave the Muslims a newfound confidence and morale boost. It cemented their belief in their leader, Prophet Muhammad, and strengthened their resolve to continue their struggle for the establishment of a society based on their faith. But the impact of the Battle of Badr was not just confined to the Muslim community. The defeat had a profound effect on Meccan society. Several important Quraysh leaders had fallen during the battle, leaving a power vacuum that shook the foundations of their society. The loss of these leaders was a blow to the Quraysh's pride and reputation. Their defeat at the hands of a smaller, less equipped force questioned their military prowess and created a ripple effect that would eventually lead to further confrontations. The Battle of Badr was an important chapter in Islamic history. It was the first major battle between the Muslims and their opponents, setting the stage for future Islamic expansions. The Muslims' victory showed that they were a force to be reckoned with. It laid the groundwork for the establishment of the first Islamic state in Medina and set the stage for the future expansion of the Muslim empire. The Battle of Badr was not just a military encounter, but a turning point that would shape the course of history. Its impact resonates even today, serving as a reminder of the power of faith, determination, and unity against overwhelming odds.